Hey crawlers, welcome back to another Minecraft video. Guys, today I finally got around to doing the fully automatic item sorting unit, and this is what we're doing. So guys, here it is. If you guys haven't seen this yet, which I'm sure all of you guys have, but let's go ahead and do it. This is the input. You just put items in here, and then it will go ahead and sort them through here wherever they need to go. This design is 100% designed by myself. I've still yet to see anyone actually use the item sorting unit that I have designed. I'm surprised that no one's used it yet. So all the items that I had except for 3 were all filtered in here, and I had some extra stuff that I was doing some testing with. But light gray, pink wool, and purple, those are the 3 items that I had in there that couldn't be sorted. So when it can't be sorted, it'll end up in this output chest. Obviously this is not food, and that's all food. So now to start off the tutorial, I want to tell you guys that there are 3 basic parts to this unit. There's, on the left side, we have the output. The output consists of this output chest, all of the hoppers related to that chest. That's these right here, and that's pretty much it, and the item frame and all that. Then there is the middle, which is the basically the meat and potatoes here. It's the storage, actually, the storage itself, these chests, all the hoppers and the units behind it. And then there is the right side, which is the input. That's this side right here. Now this side is basically just the chest, it going into this system right here. And these hoppers and these hoppers right here. Then all that's left is the item hopper itself, which is right here, which can be moved back if you want, so that you can have like a solid material here on the side if you wanted, something like that, but right there. So you can actually move this back. I moved it forward so that it would be flush with the back, with the rear side. And that's it. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. This is what it looks like. This is the left side. That's the output. This is the middle. This is the right. And this is the item elevator. And that is the basics of it. So we're going to go ahead and start with the construction of the middle. So first thing you want to do, guys, is figure out where your floor is going to be. Actually, before we go ahead and start on that, I want to show you guys one quick thing. This can go up as high as you want, but it fits comfortably at the most 4 chests. So you have 1 chest down here, 2, 3, and 4. And they're all accessible, of course, when you're in creative mode or in survival mode. So that right there is the most comfortable for the tallest you can get. Any more than that and it starts becoming a little uncomfortable. You have to create staircases upward to reach the top, and it's really not all that great. But 4 is great. But this tutorial is going to be for 3. But if you guys want to extend it up to 4, just look at this and then make the adjustments later. So you guys can pause it here. Okay. So moving on. Like I said, we're going to build one with 3 tall right here. So the first thing we want to do is figure out where we want our floor, okay, or where we want to put our chest. Say this is the floor right here. Actually, let's go ahead and raise this floor up a little bit. Alright, let's say this is your floor. So what you want to do is you're going to want your chest 1 block above this, okay? So you're going to have your chest right here. Now to make it as much storage as possible, you're going to extend that chest out. Then on top of that, you're going to want to put another row of chests. And then another row of chests. So that's 3 sets of chests right here. 1, 2, and 3. Then over here, we got to create a few designs. Let's see. This one, we'll start with the bottom. It goes 2 hoppers into the chest. So let's do that. 1, 2. And then we take our building block. In this case, it's the green one. And we smack it right to the end of that one. Then we want to create sort of this sort of design here, like that. All right, and then we want to grab some sticky pistons. Put the sticky piston aiming down like that with a redstone block attached to it here. All right, then we want to take redstone repeaters and face them inward like so, and leave them on the first tick. We don't want to change them any more than that. Alright, then we want to put a comparator facing inward here. Did I do that one right? Yeah, I did that one right. A comparator facing inward there, and 2 pieces of redstone here. Alright, and that's the bottom section. Now, it's going to be very similar for the next two. However, because of the height requirements, we have to do a little bit of funky stuff to actually get this to work properly. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend this out as far as we can to the chest, then drop them down and go into the next chest. That's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and start here. So we go 1. Then we're going to go up. Actually, this has to go into the top of that one, doesn't it? It does. Okay, so this one goes like this. And then it goes here. So the next one was, what color was that? Red? So we will put red blocks here. Red block there. And red blocks there. So just like the bottom one, we're going to do the same thing with the top. Now, we can just go ahead and continue on building this, just like we did the bottom one, and then we'll do the same thing with the top one, which is blue. So let's go ahead and grab blue. We'll do the same thing here. 2 blue, third one up there, up there. Grab a sticky piston, redstone block, repeaters, and then comparator facing inward, just like that. Next, this one is going to be going into it from the top, so we can basically just race this one all the way up here into there. So delete that one. So that one goes in there from the top, this one goes in here into there, and this one goes straight across. Now, on top of all the ones in front of the comparators, we need to change we need to put a hopper here, but we need to change the direction of it. So we need to make sure the hopper is facing, actually, you could probably just click the comparator. Here we go. Yeah, we'll just click the comparator and face it inward that way. It doesn't really matter which way it's facing, as long as it doesn't face into something else. You know, as long as this isn't facing into like another chest, or it's facing into one of these or something like that, you should be fine. So we can go ahead and face those in like that. And then that is pretty much it for this section. One thing we do need to do though is, if you see here, we have this other top one right here. This one right here. Now this one's actually the one where all the items are going to be going through, kind of like, if you think of it as like a water channel. Basically, it's going to be going through all of those, so that when this right here is detected, say a raw fish goes through this top one, it's going to drop down into this bottom one and pick up this hopper, and then trigger the system and go right in there. So let's go ahead and create that. Now if we start at the bottom, what's going to happen here is we're going to want it to go in from right to left. Okay, so it needs to go facing left. So come over here, and this can be done after you've already built all the ones you want to build. Let's say you want to make about 10 of these. Build all 10 of them. It'll make it a lot easier to run all of these. Alright, so that one went from right to left, so it's facing left. The next one up is going to be facing the opposite direction. Okay, so we go like this. That one's going to be facing right. Top one, facing left. and now that one's facing left. So that's fairly simple. Now, now we have to make a filter for each individual one of these. Okay, so basically, all you need to do is place a block in here that you're not actually going to have filtered. Alright, and it needs to be an item that stacks up to 64. The whole system only works with items that stack to 64. Keep that in mind. That's its real only limitation. One thing you can do if you guys are doing this legitimately, which you can do, which will be expensive, is you can go in here, put items in here, and put them filter or placeholder or something like that. Placeholder. And then renaming them will mean that this red wool and that red wool won't stack. So if I go like this, see? These two pieces do not stack. So now you'll have a bunch of items you can use as placeholders. I believe we need 20, but I'm going to double check. 4, 8, 12, 16. So we need 16. So on these second to the top ones, not these, but these, the ones facing into the comparators, we want to put 16 right there. To do that pretty simply, you could just break the full stacks in half twice, and then just hold over here and drag and click. Then we need something to use as what we're going to filter, and you just want to use 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Sorry, 6. Any more than 6, trigger the system, and they'll just keep going down. All right, so that's that one. So we can go down here to the next one. Same thing. Oops, that was weird. Okay, it's not detecting. Go slow, go slow. That one, then some redstone. 6, and if I go higher than that, of course, it's going to drain the rest out. And the last one, make sure you got 16. Some hoppers, or whatever you're going to use. And notice that right away we're actually having an issue here. Oh, no redstone. Gotta make sure you have redstone at the top there, otherwise that's not gonna work. Okay, so now we should have some items in here. There we go. So that is working just fine. Now let's go ahead and work on the output. That's the one on the left. And so that one is actually, can be pretty much any way you want. However, I have it set so that the chest, where is it? I have it so the chest is here, I believe. Is that where I have it? Yeah, right in the middle. And I'm not 100% sure why I made that a redstone chest. That's weird. But yeah, so just put a chest right there. You want to put a staircase or whatever transparent block you want on top of it. And that's the same thing with everything else here. Transparent blocks, so you can have placeholders or the item frames. Whoops. Whoops. My mouse is messing up on me. Item frames there. And then here we want to put a hopper into that, to that, to that, and then down. So it's going this way, down in here, and through here. Now the next one over, actually this one right here also, this side also has another row right here actually. So this one that's facing to the right should be the second one up. That's the red one right here. Second one up, we want to put a hopper into that one, and then we want to go all the way up to that hopper. So basically the items are going to be going in here, down here, then it's going to come out here, and then it's going to go down and back through there. So that's basically our so-called quote-unquote water channel. It's gonna all the items are gonna go through here, and then whatever ones don't get filtered, they're gonna come out of this output right over here. So basically we're gonna do the same thing over here. We want man, I'm stumbling on my words today. We need a hopper going into into there, and then hopper going up, and then one more, because that hopper is going to go into that one, and it's going to go down. So the channel goes here, down, through here, down, through here, and then out. That's the output. So if I put items into this chest that are not filtered, make sure you don't put any placeholders in there. That'll really mess up your system. You know, then all these items that go in here are actually just going to all get filtered down into this one because there's no items. But the moment I put items like redstone, hopper, they're going to get filtered into the system and get put into the chest. So I just put a hopper in there and I put a redstone in there. So that's how that works. Now the next one, which is part of this line, is the right side. And again, the middle guys can be extended however long you want. It's infinite. So the middle chunk right here is infinite. You can extend it as long as you want, and I believe it'll work even if it's in an unloaded chunk. But don't quote me on that. Please don't quote me on that. Now the next one is this one right here. So we already did this section. Okay, that's this right here. Next we want to do this part right here. So let's bring an a hopper into there, and then bring it out all the way to the front, which is right there. That's exactly what we want. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 hoppers right there. Next is this system right here, which is a hopper facing into the right, a chest, and a transparent block with a item frame on top. Okay, so it's similar to how we did it over there. Let's just put right there. Grab a piece of glass, put it there. Item frame, there you have it. There's your input. Now I'm going to put this to show you guys input from output. Okay, input in here, output over there. Items here. Next we want to put an item frame or item hopper that direction. Okay, so it's going to go over to here. Now the next thing we're going to build, which I've actually done a tutorial on before, but I'll go ahead and do it through this video to make it easier on everyone, is my 100% efficient item elevator. Alright, so let's go ahead and just, I know how to build it, but I want to make sure I know the proper way to show you guys, and I'm looking at it and I think I got it. Okay, so first thing we want to do, actually I'll just go ahead and clear my inventory. I'll grab all the blocks that we need. Okay, we're going to need a dropper, blocks, redstone repeaters, comparators, sticky piston, redstone block, hoppers, redstone torches, and whatever items you want to use for your hoppers. So that's whatever. And I believe that's it. I hope I'm not missing anything. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is start at the bottom here. Take your item hoppers, or item droppers, and make sure they're facing up, and take them all the way to the top right here, and then we want one hopper facing into that section right there, just like that. Alright, then we're gonna go ahead and start back off over here. We want a block here, and then another block diagonally from that, and 2 blocks diagonally on the top, like so. And then going up, we want to stagger blocks every other block, just like that. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our redstone torches. Start with the redstone torch right here at the second block next to the droppers, and just keep bringing them up until you get to the end right there. Next we want to go ahead and grab a comparator, and we're going to put that one right here. This one's going to pick up whenever an item is inside this dropper. And then right here we're going to put a redstone repeater into this block. Next we're going to go ahead and put a piece of redstone. I knew I forgot something. I knew it. Piece of redstone right there with a comparator right here. Then we're going to grab a sticky piston, put it right here with a redstone block right there. Grab some hoppers. Okay, put a hopper, 2 hoppers facing into each other here, just like so. And then 2 blocks above, we want the same thing, hoppers facing into each other, just like that. Next, we want to go ahead and grab our blocks and put one diagonally from the hopper. Put a redstone comparator facing out into another block. We'll invert this, and I believe we invert that. Yeah, we do invert that. And then we put a block on top of that one, and a block on top of that the redstone torch. Then here you could either use a piece of redstone, or you can use a repeater. It does not matter. It won't make a difference. And that right there is the basics. Now we just got to figure out how many items we need to put inside our hoppers. Now the top one is a clock, so we just need one item. That's it. So that when this is all turned on, this clock will just keep going. This one is the tricky one. Basically, however tall you have this one, you need to make sure that, oh, excuse me, swallowed a little water there. You need to make sure that you have the amount of items divided by 2 in there. Basically the height. You have to count these hoppers, or the droppers, and then divide that by 2 and put those items in here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need at least 5. 6 I would feel comfortable with, just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it looks like you should probably put it in this one. Now just to verify, because I know this one works 100%, I'm going to go ahead and check this one. And I have 5 in there. And I know that 5 works absolutely, because I have 5 in here and I've done the testing. So technically we don't need 6. We can go with 5. Now we don't want any more than we need, because then when we put an item in here like this, you'll hear more clicking than you need. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a stack of items in here. I'll show you. So let's go ahead and grab a stack of, let's say, 8. Alright. Put 8 items in here. Eventually you'll stop hearing clicking. The clicking only happens when the droppers are being powered and there's nothing actually in them. So when they're done, at the end you hear the clicking. That means you can hear that it's about ready to finish. And you guys can see here there's none stuck inside the droppers. It works 100%. Let's check the output. Output, we got redstone comparator, red wool, item frame, trap chest, all that stuff that's not actually in the chest. But let's go ahead and grab, sorry about that guys, let's go ahead and grab these items: redstone, redstone block, and redstone hopper. Put all of these in here. Actually, we can go ahead and throw those in that, right in the input, and then that will go ahead and detect. And you can hear that it's running out, and you can hear the system working just fine, and there shouldn't be anything in the output. Nothing in the output. 5 in the redstone. Let's go ahead and go like this. 5 in the redstone, 2 in the redstone block, 3 in the hoppers, just like so. And guys, that is it for the tutorial. If you guys want to do this one over here, you do have to get a little trickier. Now what you want to do when you do this one is when you have the item elevator coming up, you'll want to take this and take the item hoppers over to this side, over the top of this, not over the top of this. Take the item elevator this side over here and drop it into basically what's going to be that one facing out that way, because all the other ones are going to be facing the other ways. That one's going to be facing that way. This one's going to be facing this way. And this one's going to be facing, let's get that one over there. This one's going to be facing that way, so that the exit is over on this side. Now you can absolutely switch the input and the outputs. You want the input on the left side, that's fine. Output on the right side, no problem. Works that way. But if you're going to go higher than the way I showed you guys, you'll need to get creative and have an understanding of how the how the items or how item flow is going to work. So you'll need to make sure you can connect point A to point B for that to work. If you guys have trouble, please leave a comment in the description and I will help you out the best that I can. Guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Sorry it took me so long to get this tutorial, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please leave a like, favorite, thumbs up, all that good shit. And as always, guys, keep crawling, and peace out.